Alright, playing a Shaman. Haven't played as many Shaman with this deck as the other classes. We'll keep the Loot Hoarder, you always keep that. Ice Lance is something you keep till the end. Jerdrick's a little bit too late for me. I'm looking for... Blizzard would be really good against Shaman, kill their totems. Ice Block's not something you want really early.
Hello.
So when you're playing this deck, you want to obviously stall as long as you can and then combo off. It's a very simple idea. Alright, a little early for that, but at least we got it. It wasn't the last card in our deck. Now what we'll probably see here is an Earth Shock. Usually they don't want you drawing. The Shaman knows probably what I'm playing here. And he does not want me drawing cards. So, alright, that's okay. Oh, there's the Earth Shock. Nicely done, sir. Alright, that's okay. I'm actually not going to play Arcane Intellect yet. I'm going to... Arcane Intellect is fine later in the game when you have mana to do other things. So I really try to take advantage of the hero power early on to try to remove stuff. I mean, we've got 2 ice blocks. Okay, here. He's already played one Earth Shock. So he has to play either a Hex or another Earth Shock. And that's why Shaman's a little bit more challenging to play, I think. Let's do... Think about killing this Argent Squire here. I also need more stall cards, though. No, let's just do this, because we're not taking a ton of damage. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, he's probably going to have a Hex. So Doomsayer's not as good against Shaman. Alright, that's actually pretty good. Let's do something like Arcane Intellect plus a Mirror Image. We can do that. So let's draw some cards. Alright, got the second Doomsayer. Doomsayer is also nice when, even if they don't have a whole board, it just basically buys you a turn, because they're probably not going to lay anything down. Now, I don't see him playing Lightning Storm, but if he wants to, that's probably a good time to do it. Let's get those out there. I mean, Lightning Storm is probably a good play considering what he's playing against. If he's just trying to rush me down. Probably Fire Elemental. There we go. So now's when you want your stall cards. Okay, something like Vaporize plus Ice Lance here is actually not a bad play. It will kill the 6/5 if he attacks with it, but he could put something like Flame Tongue Totem and give the Wrath of Earth Totem some attack, and then that will die to the Vaporize, so that's kind of a risky play. I can't really play the Doomsayer yet because I don't have anything to combo it with. I could do Doomsayer plus Ice Lance on the Fire Elemental. Let's do the Vaporize. And we will Ice Lance this guy here. Now we could put the Doomsayer because he doesn't have the last damage, and we could bait out that Hex now. He also could just run the Fire Elemental into it and play like a Lightning Bolt. But it's just another turn that we're delaying, so it did its job. Yeah, let's go for it. Doomsayer's one of those cards that's, again, not good, so just throw it down to stall the game if you can. He's probably like, what the heck, why did he Ice Lance the Harvest Golem? I mean, that's an easy read. This has got to be a Vaporize, right? I want him to attack me with this. Oh, that works too. Alright, there we go. Frost Nova Doomsayer. He probably... I don't want to say he doesn't have the Hex. He could. This is interesting. Let's see here. We don't need to play Ice Block just yet. Yeah, this is pretty much our only play right now. And let's ping this guy just in case we draw a Blizzard or something. Very rarely do I have such little cards in my hand. I haven't really been getting a lot of card draw. And he did Earthshock, the loot hoarder. Normally, I'm further ahead in card draw. Interesting. Okay, so he must really not have the Hex, or he's saving it for an Alexstrasza or something. So we're taking lots of damage next turn. He is going to attack with the Harvest Golem first. Alright, that is nice. We don't have the spell power. Be nice to have a Thalanos right now. But we will be able to kill... I don't know if I'm going to ping the Harvest Golem or the Fire Elemental. What's really nice is you can do with Blizzard, followed up by a Flame Strike is really, really nice. This gets rid of any Divine Shields that may be in play. I'm glad I pinged him earlier. Let's, if we ping this guy now, he will attack with the 2-1 and trigger the Vaporize. I'd really rather use it against something bigger. So let's just do that. Why I'm not Fire Blasting the hero is because I have Alexstrasza. There's no benefit to it. Unless he has something like armor, then that's when you do it against a warrior or a druid. That's a pretty good play. That'll get him out of Blizzard range. If he heals him up. Alright, now do we ping to draw more? We'll be taking 8 damage. Unfortunately, these guys are going to keep healing, which is kind of sucky for us. We can play the Alexstrasza. It will probably get hexed, or at least killed by the Fire Elemental at a minimum. But then we can start collecting our combo cards. We've got the Fireball already, and the Shaman is not going to heal. So, I think we just play the Alexstrasza this turn. I don't always play it on turn 9 unless I have more cards in my hand. We've got enough stall here. We can draw into something. We only need 9 more damage. We've got a card draw or 2 here. Alright. That just prevents 2 damage. Kind of sucky. But that's okay. You wanted to see what that secret was. I'm assuming he may have thought it was an ice barrier. I'm pretty happy that I have 2 ice blocks right now.
What to do?
I really need some card draw. Does he not have the Hex? Is he debating running here? Maybe he has Hex and he's thinking about the rest of his turns, the rest of his moves. Because this is not lethal. Actually, yeah, it is lethal with the hero power. There we go. Yeah, he's gonna attack me. He's going for it. Alright. This is when you want to play 2 Flame Strikes, because it's so good. Alright, I will take that. It's a stall, and it lets me attack for 8. So this is actually probably a win here, I think. Oh, yeah, I will have to hero power that totem, but that's okay. He can still win if he does some crazy stuff with Lava Burst or a charge minion, but he's dead next turn. If I had Ice Block out, it would be a for sure win. But he needs to hex this and heal, or I don't know, any shamans who play their healing card. So this is, I think, a victory. I'm not gonna get cocky. Don't get cocky, kid. That's what I tell myself. Not too bad. This doesn't heal heroes anymore. So good. This really did work against earlier. It probably would have killed the whole board. Well, it wouldn't have killed these 2, but it would have killed the Fire Elemental. Because I want to say he healed twice. Maybe it was only once. But he knows he's in trouble. If he can't take care of this, it's obviously he's gone. Now Wind Fury. Uh-oh. Nope. If he could do double Rock Biter, that would have been 6, 9, 18 damage. So yeah, if he had double... Oh, he already used 1 Rock Biter, so no. But if he could have gotten this guy... He actually made a misplay. He should have played the Alakir here. Would have gotten 5 attack instead of 3. It would have been able to do 10 damage. And if he could have done a Rock Biter, that would have been pretty close, so...
I will must attack that minion with
Yeah,
taunt.
so...
Well played.
GG. It was a good play because it was a taunt. So it did prevent the Alexstrasza. So I'm surprised he didn't draw a Hex. That would have made this a little easier for him. But he would have hexed the Doomsayers, probably, which they didn't even get used anyway. So the Hex there wouldn't have won him the game. So yeah. Normally, I'm not comfortable with how it does against the Shaman, but that went pretty well. So let's go into the next game. Alright, now is the time you want to draw Alexstrasza, because he just played one of his healing spells. Alright, can he destroy the Doomsayer? That's the question. If we Flame Strike, he's going to take